In a kingdom far beyond the mountains, where the sky turned shades of pink and gold at dusk, there lived a princess named Seraphina. Unlike any other royal, she didn't fancy herself with jewels or grand banquets. Seraphina had a love that outshone them all. Ballet. From the time she was old enough to walk, her feet found joy in pirouettes and leaps, and her heart soared whenever she twirled across the polished ballroom floors. The king, her father, was a stern ruler who believed in the power of swords and strategy. He often watched Seraphina with a disapproving eye, muttering about her time being better spent on learning the art of governance and diplomacy. Yet, Seraphina's mother, the late Queen Morable, had been a dancer, and it was through dance that Seraphina felt closest to her. One day, word arrived of a grand competition hosted by the neighboring kingdom of Eldoria. The contest sought the most talented performers, offering a priceless ruby crown as the prize. Whispers swept through the castle, and Seraphina's heart quickened. To dance before an audience and show the world her true passion would be a dream come true. Absolutely not, the king thundered when Seraphina approached him with the request. A princess has duties. You will not demean yourself before commoners. His voice echoed through the great hall, sending shivers down the spines of the servants. Heartbroken but not defeated, Seraphina turned to the one person who always encouraged her, her ballet teacher, Madame Roselle. The elderly woman with hair as white as snow and eyes sharp as a hawk smiled knowingly when Seraphina confided in her. Child, if your heart beats to dance, then no throne should chain it, she said, slipping a delicate feathered mask into Seraphina's hands. Wear this, and let your spirit dance free. On the day of the competition, Seraphina donned the mask and dressed in a flowing gown of midnight blue. Disguised as a mysterious performer called the Nightingale, she slipped out of the palace and journeyed to Eldoria. The hall was a magnificent sea of spectators, nobles, and travelers from distant lands, each eager to witness the performers. When her turn came, Seraphina stepped into the spotlight, the world blurring into a gentle hush. As the first notes of the violin filled the room, she leaped, spun, and glided like a whispering breeze. Every movement told a story of longing, freedom, and the silent song of her mother's memory. Gasps of admiration swept through the crowd as she completed a flawless grand judge's landing with a grace that seemed almost otherworldly. The announcement of her victory came with a swirl of emotions. Seraphina removed her mask, revealing her identity. There were gasps of recognition and disbelief, but also cheers of admiration. The king, who had come incognito to witness the event, was stunned. Seeing his daughter's joy and the admiration of the people, he realized for the first time that true leadership meant understanding one's heart and the hearts of those they lead. Forgive me, the king said as he approached her, pride and regret mingling in his eyes. I never understood what this meant to you, but now I see. You were born not just to lead but to inspire. With the ruby crown placed upon her head, Seraphina knew this was more than a victory. It was the moment she reclaimed her voice and showed her kingdom that strength could come from grace, passion, and a heart unbound by expectations. From that day forward, the kingdom of Seraphina thrived not only through treaties and laws but through the arts, where the dance of a ballerina princess reminded all that true beauty lay in following one's dreams.